I would like to carry on from the previous part 1 of categories of tourists. As we all know, a tourist is a person who actually moves from his home, basically for the purpose of leisure and pleasure or business, who goes away from his home to any other place of recreation or revitalization, where he can get relaxation with his family and friends or by himself. But finally, he has to be back, and it should not be less than 24 hours or should not exceed 6 months. And this is and it should not be connected with any remunerative activity, and a person should not have any intentions of setting up a permanent place of residence at the place of origin. As explained by the Swiss professors Hunziker and Krapf, the word tourism has been derived from the Latin word tornus, which means spokes of a wheel. And tourism is the movement of an individual from his place of origin to any other place, basically for leisure and pleasure purposes, and then again back, and it should not be connected with any remunerative activity. Depending upon the context, depending upon his work, priorities, possibilities, preparations, mode of preparation and processing, tourists can be again divided into many subcategories. We can describe about tourists. Already in the previous class, we had described about incentive tourists, we described about business tourists. We have already discussed about one more type of tourist, that is leisure tourist. Right now in this discussion, we will be discussing about sport or recreation tourists. Sports or recreation tourists are basically meant for recreational purposes or to take part in sports activities. Sports like angling, playing golf, playing polo, swimming, scuba diving, water sports, diving, skydiving, etc. are all recreational activities of sports lovers. The sports tourists also go to visit many tourist destinations where major sports events are taking place. They go and prefer to be a part of the game, a part of the competition as a spectator or as an audience. They would buy tickets and they would plan accordingly and purchase tickets much earlier, right? And then they would go to the place as an audience or as a part of the spectators and would watch a match, selected matches of their legends, of their favorites, and then they would do the needful. These tourists take part in sports or are there to watch sports. When they are aware of a sports event, then the people, they prepare it accordingly, and it is a very good opportunity for travel agents to provide some extra services, because tourists will definitely come to a particular place. Suppose Wimbledon tennis tournament takes place every year near London in a town called Wimbledon. So the people, the travel agents, the tour operators, the people connected with the other tourism services and hospitality services are very much aware that many people are going to come and visit Wimbledon at this time of the year in the month of July every year. So what will they do? They will definitely prepare as much possible. They will prepare as much notes as possible. They will prepare as much information as possible on them, and then they will come out with new travel packages, new amusement opportunities, new entertainment packages, new services, fine, so as to attract the proverbial tourists, the prospective tourists. Even the sports tourists would like to take part in this experience, and they would like to have food at the certain places and would like to take part in recreational activities. One more category is special interest travel. This group is visiting because of a certain passion. Tourists who belong to a special interest group always feel they have got certain interests. Somebody may have interest in religious purposes, somebody may have interest in historical purposes, somebody may have attractions for beaches, somebody may have attractions for hills, somebody may have attractions for food, somebody may have attractions for sex, somebody may have attractions for leisure activities, somebody may have attractions for natural landscapes, somebody may have attractions for wine, so on and so forth. It will be very good to stay informed about events near the destination which interest, okay, in the location. People who are staying at the lodge during a bird watching trip, he or she might feel that there are other activities, okay, which are there in and around the place, but his special interest is basically for bird watching. He is a birder. So these tourists will go to various places but only having one intention in his mind, that is he need to observe and enjoy the various activities, okay, the hustle and bustle of the what, of the birds taking place. Listen to their sounds, the harmonious twittering and chirping of birds, the sounds, the melodious voices, etc. There is another type of tourist. He is called a single resort tourist. A single resort tourist is actually somebody who prefers to take part and avail all the tourism activities, entertainment as well as amusement programs, and go on field activities, but prefer to stay at the same place of accommodation. He or she believes that if the place of stay is rooted and fixed at one point, then performing and participating in tourism activities becomes more feasible, orderly, less time consuming, less energy sapping, and less exhaustion or tiresome. Finally, I would like to conclude by saying that depending upon the choices, likes and dislikes, likings, attachments, acquaintances, and preferences, and a variety of other factors, elements, parameters, benchmarks, and variables which differ from person to person, the categories of tourists shall always be different, as all have got, as every individual is different from one another. Thank you so much.